The Mad Max saga has always been a chronicle of survival, war, and redemption in a devastated world. In Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, the narrative continues, exploring the origins and struggles of one of the franchise's most iconic characters, Imperator Furiosa. The film takes place before the events of Mad Max Fury Road, offering an in-depth look into her life and how she became one of the most feared and respected figures in the desert. The film begins with a young Furiosa, still known as Herod Furiosa, living in a small, peaceful community in the Green Place. The Green Place is a rare oasis of life in the vast post-apocalyptic desert, where vegetation still thrives and water is abundant. Furiosa's community is led by her mother, the tribe's matriarch, who teaches the values of empathy, collaboration, and sustainable survival. Furiosa grows up learning the importance of the land, water, and community. She has a happy childhood, exploring the forests and fields with her friends and helping her mother care for the tribe. These memories of peace and harmony form the foundation of her determination and inner strength that will sustain her through the darker years of her life. The peaceful life of the Green Place is brutally interrupted when the community is attacked by raiders led by a young and ambitious Immortan Joe. During the attack, Furiosa is captured and taken to the Citadel, Joe's fortress, where she witnesses the true extent of the tyranny and oppression he exerts over his followers. The raiders destroy the community, killing many of the inhabitants and capturing others. Furiosa's mother is killed during the attack, and she is separated from her friends and family. The trauma of this loss and the brutality of the raiders deeply scar Furiosa, filling her with a burning desire for revenge. Furiosa spends her early years at the Citadel as a slave, subjected to forced labor and psychological torment. During this time, she observes the complex power dynamics between the war boys, Immortan Joe's fanatical soldiers, and the other female prisoners. She quickly stands out due to her resilience and intelligence, qualities that do not go unnoticed by Joe. Impressed by her tenacity, Immortan Joe decides to train her as one of his Imperators, an elite group of warriors and strategists who command his forces. Furiosa undergoes rigorous training, learning hand-to-hand combat, military tactics, and how to drive the deadly war vehicles synonymous with the Mad Max franchise. During her training, she forms a complex relationship with the war boy Nux, who becomes a brotherly figure in her life. Over time, Furiosa repeatedly proves her worth in battles against rival tribes and raiders. She develops a feared and respected reputation, but never forgets her roots and the horrors she witnessed. Her position of power at the Citadel allows her to start planning her revenge against Immortan Joe and her eventual escape. Furiosa also begins to form secret alliances with other prisoners and imperators who share her desire for freedom. Among them is Valkyrie, a fierce warrior who becomes her closest ally. Together they conspire to overthrow Immortan Joe and liberate the prisoners of the Citadel. Furiosa uses her strategic skills to undermine Joe's authority, organizing small acts of sabotage and encouraging dissent among the war boys. She also gathers valuable information about Joe's weaknesses and his allies, preparing for the right moment to strike. During her missions outside the Citadel, Furiosa learns more about the devastated world and the various groups struggling for survival. She encounters the group known as the Many Mothers, a tribe of warrior women who are the remnants of the Green Place. They reveal to Furiosa that her mother managed to survive Immortan Joe's attack and lives among them. This reunion is an emotional moment for Furiosa, strengthening her resolve to destroy Immortan Joe and restore the Green Place. She learns about the true history of the Green Place and the importance of preserving it as a symbol of hope for the future. Furiosa spends time with the Many Mothers, learning their traditions and survival techniques. They teach her the importance of collaboration and respect for nature, reinforcing the values her mother taught her. Furiosa also discovers that the Many Mothers have a vast network of allies spread across the desert, which will be crucial for her rebellion. The climax of the film occurs when Furiosa puts her plan into action. She organizes a revolt within the Citadel, uniting the prisoners and the war boys who have turned against Immortan Joe. The final battle is intense and brutal, with war vehicles colliding in the desert and explosions lighting up the night. During the battle, Furiosa confronts Immortan Joe in a direct showdown. The fight is fierce, with both sides suffering significant losses. In the decisive moment, Furiosa manages to defeat Immortan Joe, but the victory comes at a high cost. Many of her allies, including Valkyrie, are killed, and the Citadel is left in ruins. The battle is a spectacle of chaos and destruction, with electrifying action scenes and impressive visual effects. The War Boys, loyal to Joe until the end, fight with desperate ferocity, but are ultimately defeated by Furiosa's superior strategy and indomitable courage. In the end, Furiosa emerges as the new leader of the Citadel. She begins a process of reconstruction, implementing the lessons learned in the Green Place to create a more just and sustainable society. Under her leadership, the Citadel becomes a beacon of hope in the desert, a symbol of resilience and renewal. Furiosa also establishes alliances with other tribes and communities, working to unite the fragments of the devastated world. The film ends on a hopeful note, suggesting that despite the adversities, it is possible to build a better future from the ashes of the past. The reconstruction of the Citadel is a collective effort, with Furiosa leading by example. She implements policies of equality and justice, ensuring that all inhabitants have access to vital resources and opportunities to contribute to the community. The Green Place begins to flourish again, and Furiosa's vision of a better world starts to materialize. If you enjoyed this detailed recap of Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, don't forget to subscribe to the Minute Recaps channel. At Minute Recaps, we bring you detailed and engaging summaries of your favorite movies and series, offering new perspectives and deep insights into the stories you love. Click the subscribe button and activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. The Minute Recaps channel is dedicated to providing the best recap experience for movie and series fans. With detailed analyses, engaging summaries, and a commitment to quality, our goal is to enrich your understanding and appreciation of the stories that shape pop culture. Join our community of entertainment enthusiasts and discover a new world of fascinating narratives. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.